Wondering what is the best food to eat in hot weather? Stay tuned for the latest Ayurvedic tips for summer, cooling summer foods for Pitta Dosha. I'm Krista with Flourish, your wellness lifestyle coach using Ayurveda and Essential Oils, sharing simple wellness and healthy daily habits for Ayurvedic self-care. So let's look at this really trite statement, you are what you eat. It's so overused, but if we dial it down, think about it as you are your inflammation in your body. You are your mood, your anxious feelings, irritation, short temper. You are your sleepless nights. These are all impacted by what you eat, and especially in our summer Pitta season. So let's break down inflammation in the body a little bit further. We're talking about gut health, rashes, acne, any redness on the skin, painful joints or muscle stiffness within the body, and even hormone imbalance can fall into this inflammation category. So in Ayurvedic medicine, there's the belief that everything starts in the gut. What you eat is what you are, what you think, and how you feel. And our summer is our Pitta season. It's a season of water and fire elements. So how can you calm your Pitta in the summer, or that inner fire that you have within? Cooling summer foods are one of the keys on how to balance Pitta Dosha. They're the key to keeping your fire element in check, and they impact your inflammation, your irritability, and even your sleep. So the key basically to having more energy and staying positive and calm, or enjoying your summer to the fullest is these cooling summer tips that we have for our Pitta Dosha. So Ayurvedic medicine has 6 tastes, and your Pitta Dosha is balanced by the sweet, astringent, and bitter tastes, okay? The salty, sour, and pungent, or the spicy tastes are increasing your fire element, and in the summer they can throw you out of balance. So let's dive into the ones we want to tap into, sweet being number 1, and sweet is not just ice cream. Rice, sweet summer fruits like peaches, apricots, coconut, and of course cucumbers, what we think of as a vegetable, but kind of really a fruit. Those are really cooling for the summertime. Tomatoes is that other kind of non-fruit fruit. They're acidic, right? So they're not as good as summer, but so we want to choose the ones that are sweeter, more on the vine ripened is better, right? Astringent, these are your leafy greens, your fresh salads, your fresh herbs. So as the summer progresses, all of those great green vegetables like peas and green beans and zucchinis as well. Bitter, we're stepping into our cabbage salads, our kale, our broccoli. These are all good summer tastes as well. I've put together a cooling summer foods list that's easy to post in the fridge, and I even had one client's husband take the list with them to the grocery store just to know what produce to be tapping into or looking for. So the link for this list is in the description, the comments, so it's easy to snag one, super easy to print out and have it with you on the go. In Eastern wisdom theories, inflammation is linked to our fire element. In the Western world, inflammatory foods list is what we have, and that looks a lot like our foods for the Pitta Dosha list, right? It's very similar. So no red meat, lots of green vegetables. So if inflammation in the body is a challenge for you, cross-reference your Pitta food list or the cooling summer food list with an anti-inflammation foods to make sure that you're not triggering something going on. So there are some healthy foods that are your inflammation triggers. And so if you're having trouble navigating this, even after you've kind of checked out the list, join me for the next Simple Wellness class. The link is in the description for that, and we can work through this together online. This is one of my challenges that I've had to work through, and it can be a little bit frustrating to figure it out. So make sure you reach out if you need help with that. So practically, let's just kind of review this and what does it look like. So take your typical summer barbecue, and instead of that meat burger, which is a high inflammation food, can be aggravating for Pitta Dosha in the hot summer weather, opt for the lighter chicken or the veggie burgers. Instead of a meat steak, you can choose a halibut or tuna. Just think lighter in summer, less intense. And save that spicy sour sauce and the sauerkraut for fall, and opt for a cooling relish and aioli. Cheese, depending on your inflammation triggers, can also be cooling as well. Your summer fruits, if you're a dominant Pitta, avoid the sour cherries and the grapes, and choose like the sweet apricots, the coconut, the watermelon. Another question I get asked is, what should I drink for Pitta? So honestly, beer is less intense than red wine, or choose a light white wine, and leave those full body reds for the winter season. Sparkling water is a great choice. We'll talk about hydration in our next video coming up, so subscribe to get notified for that. Here's a little tip on that. Use lime instead of lemon, and we'll go into that in that next video as to why you want to do that. So if you can't get this all down, I know we've gone through a lot of things here today, a lot of suggestions. So make sure you tap into that Cooling Summer Foods list. You can download that in the description below. And it's also going to help you not only feel better in your gut, but also to sleep better at night. All right, I'd love to hear what your favorite cooling summer food is. So post that in the comments below, and also post your dosha. Do you know if you're a Vata, Pitta, or a Kapha? If you don't know that, you can check out the What's Your Dosha video for more information on that one. The Ayurvedic Tips for Summer series can be used all year long to balance your Pitta Dosha. So click the subscribe button to be notified when that next Ayurveda and Essential Oils video is released to help you manage this throughout the year. And hopefully this gave you a few ideas for what are the best foods to eat in hot weather. I love it when our ancient wisdom traditions are so practical and simple, and they just make so much sense. So check out the playlists for more Ayurvedic tips, Ayurvedic self-care, rituals, essential oil meditations, yoga sequences, DIYs, and much, much more. Namaste.